Hi, I'm Mutgren, and welcome to Dad's Old Shop. I'm here just with probably about a half hour's worth of work here. I'm just gonna go through this plank. We'd worked on some of them before, if you've seen any of the previous ones. This is gonna be the base, the bottom base for a set of bellows. You know, the thing that makes air whoosh into blacksmith bellows, or into a forge. We're just doing it by hand, doing a pretty low-tech version. Because just like with woodworking, I do blacksmithing at like I guess colonial days is probably a good estimate, just because that's the way I like it. So, going to continue this here. Should have done a little bit more warm up, but I'm just fitting this in. You don't have a lot of time around Valentine's Day, do you? Starts to evaporate. That's fine. It's just getting season. I'm also getting close to the season where I need to get my garden together. Got to order the seed for what I'm growing this year. Some of the stuff I'm keeping from last year. I definitely want peas, because that's one of the few things my wife will eat. I'm going to try corn one last time. Last 2 years I haven't had great luck with corn. I think it is mostly user error, and that's fine. I just want to give it one more shot before I just give up on it. You'll see that this is obviously a used piece of wood. What we're doing, this was an axe target for a party that I had a while back. So we're going to cut off the part that has all the axe wounds in it. The other side is relatively unmarred. It's hard to throw an axe through 1.5 inches of wood. It happens. I definitely have the marks of it, but in general it should be fine for what we're using it for. Because we're going to glue it, seal it. It's not just going to stand on its own. So what I'm doing here is just kind of making sure that I get all parts of it. Not whacking myself down below like I did last stream with the what's it called, wedge. It uses a wedge. The vise here. Sorry, I don't have a mute button on hand. I was going to get a stream deck for this. Eventually I will, especially when I upgrade another one. Been a bit under the weather, but it's pretty common this time of year, especially with how my office is. You know, with all the days kids now get off from school and daycare, because we were looking for our kid. I was never, like, I liked that remote work was an option for most people, but I didn't think it was one for me. But with just randomly just having things close, that might just be what we have to do. And all that comes with that. I do like just going to the office, though. It helps me focus. Like, it keeps my mind out of all the distractions at home. Like, how do you not just, like, hang around and do nothing all day? Like, my job is very hard and very stressful. There's a lot of communication and a lot of focus. It's not an easy job. Also, I think some of the work requirements are nonsense, like the green active uptime on stuff like Teams and Slack. Like, come on, is that really the measure you're going to use? Like, I mean, I already had that problem where I'll spend a lot of time on the phone, and it makes it look like I'm not doing work. Like, I think in the first half of my day, I received and made 19 calls. And that, I didn't make many other calls the rest of the day, but, like, that was a significant investor of time. So you make that many calls, that means stuff is broken. And usually when stuff's broken, it's not our fault. Nothing we can really do. It's usually something either they have to fix or they're resulting other companies have to fix. So it's more just like a, you know, people want to feel heard, and I get it. But I'm just like, you're just wasting my time. I have all this other work. You don't know that I'm wasting my time, and it's not fair to you for me to complain about that to you. But such is the life of a public servant. Is what it is. So I have health insurance. So, one of the things that will make this a bit easier, and I was thinking maybe in March, is getting an actual rip saw, like a Catawba, like longer with just rip teeth. I have a fair amount of these to do. I'm gonna go to this side and start from the side. Let me just turn my camera. I think that's better. I don't have a lot of room to do this on this side, but really want to trace down this line here. Also, I have stuff that's a little bit skewed. I'm having some issues with my stand. Mostly what it's attached to. Because it's on a boom arm that is not very strong. It really needs a stronger boom arm to be attached to. Or stronger something. It doesn't even need to be a boom arm. I'm still figuring stuff out. In general, I do like it. Like, this angle would not have been possible with the old setup. Eventually, when I'm less tired. Gotta take it down more of the ceiling and rearrange the whole setup here. Try not to go too hard. I don't want to hurt myself here. I started going back to the gym, and maybe overdid it a little bit. But, you know, you're in there, you're feeling good, you get that endorphin rush. All right, starting to bind up. So we're gonna just pop this in here. A piece of wood. There we go. Just something to help keep that open. This is, you don't want to be fighting against the wood closing on you. Like, it's just extra work you're putting in. I was so worried that my camera wasn't working, and because I'm getting closer to the camera, or moving closer to things, I've been more careful about putting the lens cap back on. Totally forgot I've been doing that. Totally forgot. I spent like 4 minutes just like, why is this not feeding? I'm looking over the cables, making sure everything's plugged in. It's just me. I'm just goofy. So why I'm doing it on this side is because I'm trying to set this edge here, this line. And by kerfing it here, it'll make it the easiest point. And the saw wants to do the easiest thing possible. Just like most things. It's to take the path of least resistance, which is fine. Talking to my friend about blacksmith-centric workouts. Figured some stuff out. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of trial and error. Most important part is that I just don't hurt myself. I feel so old saying that. You gotta work out, but don't hurt yourself. Don't like that you're racking that badly. I don't have like a 1.5 inch scrap, do I? Just looking on the floor for another scrap from that same board. Something I can check up in the vise so it doesn't rack like that. There we go. Oh wait, I'm making it tighter. Okay. This ice is so strong, man. I could lift this whole bench off that ice. Put so much force into it. Could crush your bones. Probably, I bet it could crush a femur. Which is like the gold standard for will this mess me up. Would crush the strongest bone in my body? Yes. Probably pretty strong. Take the saw out. I was seeing the tragedy of me doing that, having it open up and then have that saw come out and slap my hand. I don't want stitches. Probably won't get stitches. Probably just be an unhappy scar or scratch. So now I'm just kind of following the curve that I made there. And these don't have to be exact perfect in thickness. In part because all the parts that are going together to form the bottom, like they're getting glued end to end, like from the sides here. They're going to get glued side to side, and they're also going to get like covered. Like if you saw in the last stream, the other ones I took some wood glue and some wood dust and just put that over every place that there could possibly be an air leak. just to help fill that in. Man, this is, I guess because I'm getting closer down and somewhat in the vise, but down here it's getting really bindy. I feel the wood moving there. That was a weird feeling, because some of the splintered stuff started to curl inward, and I was cutting that. So I was opening and cut the same parts as it filled in. I would love to just be able to like take a hatchet and just go at it, but I won't get the results. I do need it to be roughly equal. There needs to be enough space to glue in. Even if I have to nail or do some other stuff to help make it stay together. Let me just pop one. There we go. All right, let me chuck you up a little bit higher. All right, let me see where the next good place to start cutting is. I guess here? I guess like here, like this. Okay. So this shoe's probably just gonna be this plank. I started to really get in the foxhole, and this war I'm doing a facility build. So I did facilities last war with the regiment, and it was a good time. I enjoyed it. But I was very much a monkey, where somebody told me to go gather something or go move something, and that's what I did. So this is me building my own facility, a small facility. I'm not looking for stopping at like tier 2 stuff. I'm not even looking at tier 3. So looking more like your war basics, like basic trucks and weapons and stuff like that, and mostly fuel to help with the rest of the regiment. The regiment is part of a coalition, and while we're actually on a break, which is why I'm kind of free to do this, we still want to support the rest of the coalition, and we're doing other fun things. So I want to be able to provide for that, be part of that fun. Whew. No, just cutting that curve, make a trim on the line. Ow. Or, you know, hit my knuckles on the table, get my knuckles to splinter, you know. Same difference. I was also looking at some videos about updating my model a little bit. I do want to. It's just, everything's just a matter of finding enough time, right? I miss all the time I had when I was younger. Took it for granted. But, you know, what younger person doesn't take it for granted? When you're young, time's the one thing you definitely have so much of. I'm remembering this as I'm doing Foxhole with people that are like in college. And they're just like, yep, I'm just on for 6 or 7 or 8 hours a day. Dang, man. Those are the glory days. Beat my butt in any competitive game. I'm not built that different. I'm built like an old man. I just, I'll be in a lobby, I'll just tell my daughter, sorry. Not against Victor Royale. Happy's too old. Just shatter that person's psyche. I'm excited. My daughter's interested in the Pokemon games that my wife has. Amazingly, she still has. Can't read yet. So, we're excited that when she can read, that she can play those games. Although, we're having to try to get into her head that, like, reading isn't just like, it's not like turning, you know, 3 or 4. It's not like, oh, you just do it and it happens. It's like, no, you gotta go to school. You gotta learn. What am I squeaking off of? Let me just wax this saw blade real quick. My guess is there's a knot in there. I'm squealing off the knot. Because this, you know, the end of the day is rough. I'm just taking bits of just regular paraffin wax. You could use beeswax, but this stuff's cheaper. And if I had beeswax, I'd probably save it for better finishes. Just kind of. There we go. Whew. Getting close. And the point where it's difficult because my knuckles want to hit the workbench itself. Like they did right there. Alright, we're going to open this up a little bit and twist this towards me. Open and twist. All right. Like this is worse. Let me go from the other side. All right. Starting to twist out of my cut. Probably because when the device is engaged, it tilts it. That's fine. Oh, sorry, hit the mic and took out the. How do you do that? Oh, whatever. I took off the other handle. Trying to get the score in here. I'm trying to travel with the grain. The saw's trying to pile the grain. Oof, a lot of dust. All right. All right. Looking okay. Maybe I can go to the side. Just give it a try as I come on down. More on the mountain there. More on the mountain, so to speak. And this inside part that we're cutting off of, that's going to be inside of the vise. Sorry, so this will be the bottom outside face that faces the outside world. This side is going to be inside, so it doesn't matter if it looks nice. I keep trying to make it look nice, and then I slow down, and then I, get imposter syndrome. And I just did not do that. Nobody's judging me. And those people that are judging me probably don't have probably don't do any blacksmithing, so I don't really care. I am so off this line. close. Real close. Yeah, the whole thing's a problem because there's a knot. It goes through here, and here it's like a whole branch. Starts here, ends up there, so it's just going to make this whole process harder. So I'm going to do the same scoring on this side. We might try to split up here. I'll tell you what, I'm not really going to be able to get through that knot. Not easily, anyway. All right. Shame too, because if you could dig out that knot, that's really good for starting fire. Like, annoying because it's just filled with resin. You can even hear it. Sounds different. Like, hold on. Wood. Wood. Like, listen how the saw goes across it. Wood. Knot. It's reinforced. So it's taking a while because this is like the longest cut you can do on the saw. I'm actually going over the length of the saw for this cut. Oh, tighty. Lucy. Then I'm just going to put this part of it in the vise, which is the bottom part. Probably going to rack on me a bit here. I have anything to stop it. Are you enough? No. Oh, it grabbed it. It grabbed it. That's enough. All right, now I'm just gonna get my chisel in here, and we're just gonna try to cut down. Hopefully, it's the last bit of it. Whew. Oh, sorry. There we go. Oh, I've got so much sawdust on my border. I'm a fool. Oh well. Just a little bit of sawdust. I can drink it. This isn't pressure treated wood, this is just normal construction lumber. Man, I can't. I love ribing. There's just so much less dust. It's so much dust. Oh. Where are you uneven? What moved? Whatever. Well, we're gonna head to the other side. Just going back and forth. Moving that just out of the way a little bit. Yeah, I can see it really curling to one side here. Whew. I'm getting real close. Like, it's really just the fact that there's a knot at the bottom that's keeping this all together. I'm just afraid to blast that knot. I don't want to blast it and have it, I completely knocked the levels off the bottom of my bench. Whew. See all that moving, all that wiggling? Yep. Also gonna do this real quick. Wedge. There we go. Actually, second wedge. Feels so piney, so resiny. Feels nice. Oops, forgot to move. I had a rig that kept the camera at face level, but it was too bulky with everything else I was doing. Alright, I think on that side I'm cut through, and that side's fine. Okay. So, I'm gonna wedge this. Probably something like that. That's okay. It was just me pulling off the back side of this. Oh, it tastes bad. So now we're left with this. And we could probably just try to bang this off here. Actually. Or do just that. We're gonna use this. Just to try to give it a good wedge. So this is going to be kind of stupid. So what I really want to do is knock it further up there. And I have not been too Harbor Freight to buy rubber mallets. Oh, click something. Okay. Trying to make sure, like, I see over there, there's stuff coming off. This knot here has been a real pain. You know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna solve this problem with violence. See, look, comes out. Sounds there for the rest of the two. Well, it says like a piece of seashell or something like that. Oh. I'm just gonna take the line that I cut and ooh, shrapnel. It usually just doesn't explode like that. I'm not gonna say it never does, but usually doesn't. So this is one of the few times I'd want a framing chisel. All right. So we're gonna. Oh. No, my finger's gonna get trapped in there. Can't do that. Almost got me. Almost got me. Because if the thing that was propping that open slipped, my finger was there. My finger would have replaced that gap. That would have hurt. I don't like that the plank I want is moving so much. I really want the plank I don't want to move more. Oh, it's hitting what it's hitting. All right. Now I can see where we're at. Seems like we're at nowhere, but we're gonna start bashing. All right, perfect. Got that piece off. Okay. That's some movement. God, I hope that's good. Instead of me having to patch a whole other board. It's a lot of movement. A lot of movement. Just trying to push up the whole board up, even up here. Okay, we're gonna just pop you up in here real quick. Tippy tappies. There we go. All right. I gotta get this done. Hammering too late at night now. It's like 9:30. Going on time for sure. I was thinking about 45 minutes roughly. So we're on schedule. It's not on. We're on time schedule, not on progress schedule. This just does not want to budge. How about I just do a little bit more of this here? All right. Like we're so close. Oh. Whew. All right. Good enough. That's plank. It's moles, like this one. But most of these axe wounds don't go all the way through. I'm probably going to surface this down just to make it even, just so it doesn't suck to touch. But this one's done. And maybe like clean up this part a little bit. Because this has to be glued to another part. But yep, just wanted to do a little update on the bent Bellows, and also convinced me to get down here to work on it before the blacksmithing season. I don't want to miss half the season again. Well, as always, thank you for joining me. I've been Mutgren, and go out and build something.